Well, Nancy left for work for over 30 minutes ago. I took the masking tape, oop, missed a spot, off the trim, or the weather stripping. Well, that's all in. But I said, oh man, we're going to nothing to do today. And then all of a sudden, by the magic of UPS, guess what gets here? So now we got something to do. So let me open this up. And also I think these are different seat belts. I'm trying something because in the back, because of the 96 rear seat in the back, I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do about seat belts, and I've got these pair. Where are they? Yeah. No, wait, they're not here. Where did I put them? Oh. Yes, they're around. Those are the front seats. But yeah, I had a pair in the back, and they just didn't seem right. So what I did is I ordered some different bolts, and what these are seatbelt bolts with the short shoulder on them. Here. All right, let me set you down. See how short the shoulder is? So then, yeah, these are, yeah. So then when you put it in, you can tighten it and it'll still spin. So, and the other ones I had would just tighten it down and wouldn't let it spin. So I got some seatbelt bolts. So that's what those are there for. And this is one part of the seatbelt. Where's the other half? Is it still in the car? No, I took them both out. Yeah, okay. Losing my mind. All right, let me open up this box. I'll bring you guys back later. Cool. Mounting brackets. All right. Cool. Plungers. Cool. Okay. All right. Okay. This is going to be fun. 2 more wires to fish through the doors. All right. I'm going to do some reading and take a look at this before we jump into it. This looks like a pretty nice kit. I like the key bobs. And well, even with an angle drill. Wonder if they're thinking the window's still in there. Oh yeah, they're telling you to take, oh yeah. Alright, before I just sit there and just bore the hell out of you guys more than I normally do, let me shut this off. We will be on this tonight, or sometime this afternoon, but before I get knee deep in it, I want to see what this says. So, we'll pick this up later. Have a good one. Alright, tubers, we're going to take it from where you got to modify the car and then mount these brackets with the solenoids. Yeah, that's all I need to do is lose one of those. Yeah, and put that together. So there's a few things that aren't looking too happy here. So we'll move this out of the way. First of all, the wiring that they give you, they want this, the module, to be over here by the kick panel. I think I'm going to put the module right up front here in in the console in the front, and then just pull wires back from that fuse panel there up to sit there and feed it. So in doing so, then you got to figure out how you're going to run the wires to the doors themselves. So that's where we're at on that. This isn't working out the way I thought it would be, and hang on, let me set you down and I'll bring you back. Alright, here's fallacy number 1 on these instructions. Okay, here are the mounting brackets, here are the and they say mount it to where this is to the outside. And you see how they have them. So if you take a look at this one right here like this, and then you look at this right here like this looks like this, right? So they say put it on right like this. Then you see the screwdriver and everything else, and him screwing it down, all this and everything. Well, here's their bag of magic goodies. There's one of their screws. Hold on, bear with me. And so if I screw it in this way, okay, what happens when I get here? I mean, this hole's a little bit big. So I wonder if you screw in from the bottom up. I don't know what this is a picture of. I really don't. So the only thing I could think of is these go into the door latches. You know, on the here, the 2 bottom screws on the door latch. That's what those go to. So that's where I'm at on this. I haven't forgotten about you guys, and yeah. So already making changes on something that was supposed to be pretty well straightforward. Alright guys, when I get more, I'll bring you back later. Alright, here we go. I think I figured it out. It sits on top. I thought it was maybe because they placed it like this, it just popped over and sat on the bottom. But if you look, they got a black actuator here, and they figured they'd paint the frame black to sit there and confuse you ever more. But I think that's how it goes. So we'll play with it and see. Their instructions tell you about if the windows are still in the door and everything else, and mine aren't. So I'm going to take the lock assembly out and everything and do the modifications that they talk about. See, this is how I figured it out. Old man eyes. See? Huh? See? And then I even had to use this. But you can barely make it out what they did. So, thank you. You know, give a 72-year-old guy a set of instructions and make them all black and white. There you go. Alright, so that's where we're at. I had Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner, so it looks like it's coming on beer 30. I'm going to go get me a frosty beer mug. Come back out here. We're going to tinker on this. Like I said, we're going to take this out. Now what I'm going to do right now is probably just sit there and see if this is going to work, where I'm going to put the receiver or transmitter or whatever the thing is. I'm going to stick it in the console somewhere, probably underneath the I don't know, the glove box, the vertical glove box. How's that? And because there's room underneath there, I can do that, and then I can feed these wires back over there, and then these two can go out on either side and then go around and make them to the doors. But in the meantime, for that, what you do is just momentarily just hook it up and see if it works. Then we'll take it one step further and put the transmitter underneath in the console and see if it still works. And then from there we'll go. Also, the other thing is this thing that really throws me is, hold on. I took it off, but see it right there? See the spring? Yeah. Every latch I've looked at, a picture of latches installed and everything, never showed that spring there. And I unhooked it because they're going, wait a minute. So, another thing to figure out. Cool. Like if I don't have enough to do already. Alright guys, be back in a bit. Alright, got it out. We got to enlarge it. What did they say? They want you all that crap and everything. Just 3 screws and a couple things. If you got the door this down, but with the window in it might be a little hard. But as you see the eyelid right there, they want you to take that hole and increase it to 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, using 1/4 of an inch to enlarge the hole. So it's just as easy to pull the whole thing out, since this is one of the only parts I have not replaced, knock on wood, on the car yet. I looked them up, they're 60 some odd bucks a piece. And these, then when you put it back together, go right in here like this. And remember the actuator's mounted on it, and then it just works the latch right here. So I think I figured that much out. So we're going to do some cleaning. Oh, look what else. And speaking of cleaning, I sanded it down, but I never buffed it. I got to buff this door, the inside at least there. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. So, we'll drink some beer. We're definitely watching Roadkill, and when I get more, I'll bring you guys back later. Hey tubers, don't mind the fan. Hold on, just getting the TV fired up here. Yeah, they put a 440 in a Samurai with a torque plate. Look at the angle of that. You should see the angle of that drive shaft. Alright, enough of that. Last night I came to the conclusion, before I do anything else on this, I need to sit there and figure out the wiring and start routing it. Because a lot of it's going to change from what it was, or from the way they want it. Now, this panel fits in there like this. I want this, work the driver's window, work the driver's rear, passenger rear, and then passenger front. That's why I want the wire, the switch is up and there. So I got that out, I got this out, but it's all taped up here like that. Then we got the wiring for the power door locks that we got to work with. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to play with some wiring for a while and figure out some routing, and we'll take it from there later. Hey guys. But I noticed if you hold the lid down on the doghouse, it doesn't blow up. Took the wiring harness apart. This red is the power. Here's the ground. Okay, these two have to go back to the fuse panel. This is the driver's front power window, so that goes up towards the front. Remember, as this plugs in there, so this and this and this have to go to the back. Then we're going to sort out the rest of these in which direction they have to go. I'm doing this because, give you an example. Hold on, let me get this last one. There, give you an example. All right, going this way towards the front of the console is going to be the driver's, the passenger and driver's power door lock cabling and power window cabling. So that's let's see, 2 wires each time. That's 18 gauge wires going that way. Then going this way is going to be the power for both that and the power windows, and the windows going, and the power cables for the windows in the back, because we're going to bring them back here and then drop them down and bring them over. So yeah, so this is what we're doing. I got to drill a hole in the back of the console to pass for wiring to pass to and fro. So that's where I'm in the middle of right now. More in a minute. All right. Now you know why I brought all the wire months ago. So yeah. We're going to extend the ground all the way down to this and see how far this goes. I think we should be able to get it all the way through to the fuse box from there to there. So yeah. Let's see what else. Then we'll decide on which ones are going to go to what, as far as and as far as the way I want the switches to work on what windows. Hopefully it'll work, and yeah. So let's extend this, and we'll be on our way. Alright guys, more in a minute. The blue and the black are driver's side window, and this is passenger side window, and we're getting ready to, the black and the red are the power and ground. Hang on, bear with me. Come on. There we go. And then these are the left and right back windows. So we'll extend those once you figure out how to do it. I'm going to route all the wiring, but I'm not going to final route it. It's just going to be hanging here on the floor here and then back here in case I got to pull it out again if I did something wrong. We'll final route it once we get the windows working, and once they show that they're working, then we'll go ahead and final route it. So let's see. Green and purple, huh? Green and purple. Green and purple. Blue and black. Green and purple is the rear passenger side rear. Green and purple passenger side rear, but these are going the other direction in the console. So well, let's continue to play with this, and then we'll move on to other things. More in a minute, guys. Hey tubers. Looks like Nancy and the neighbor lady are talking. Oh, okay. Yeah. So took the top off the back portion of the console, drilled 7/8 hole right there to get wires through. So now what we got to do is I got to get the vacuum and clean this up, and then see if that's going to be big enough to get everything through, because there is going to be a lot of wires going through there. So more in a minute. Whole bunch of wiring. So that's next. But yeah, we gotta see. Got a few other ideas I gotta take a look at. So I got the back windows and the power in the ground for the power windows, and plugs right up there. The wires hanging out are for the front. They have to go in the console in the front. Next up is this, and figuring out what we're doing with this. And this is what started it all. So, yeah, what we got going on here. It's humid, man. Is it really humid? Yeah. But that's all it does. Brings humidity. Looks like it's going to rain. Doesn't rain. Alright guys, I don't know if I'm going to tinker it all anymore tonight or what. So if I do, I'll turn this back on. If I don't, we'll pick it up tomorrow. And tomorrow's going to be sketchy too. Nancy's off, and got a few other things we need to take care of around the house. Alright, later. Yep, roadkill. And we're going to stop on the wiring because I'm tired of it. And we're going to go back on the door locks. I got to drill that out to 1/4 of an inch. Then this gets popped in there and then locked down. So, but right now I'm working on this. I got to go get a vise. Back in a minute. Hey guys. Yep, use the drill press, drill the 1/4-inch hole. I wonder what hell happened here. This thing erupt? Damn. Okay. So, came out, nice hole too. So, there's the hole. You say pop this in. To where it points towards the, like that. So this is there. So, and then this is this one. So right there. And then that goes right in there. And then that clips on right like that. Okay, I'm going to snap that together. Then we're going to get this in. I'm going to leave the drill in the drill press because we have the passenger side. I get this in, then we're going to take the passenger side out and get ready to do it. So, see, did I zoom in? And we're right in the middle of a hellacious storm going on outside, so I ain't going to open the door. Lightning, thunder, and we are getting rain. So, from the guys at Roadkill, they're having a good time.
Three-way brakes allowed, no holds barred. We're going to end it all. Ready? Yeah. Well, I did not see this coming. Plot thickens. Lucky has somehow bought his way back into a race that required no money to enter in the first place.
All right.
And it's 3 wide.
All right, later. All right. It's installed. Let's see. Can you see it from here? So, yeah. So, it's back in. So, the latch is back. So, now we'll take out the passenger side and do it. And move on.
Although we lifted the car a little bit,
back in a minute. Okay. Passenger side out. 1/4-inch. Here we go. This is one of the reasons why I put a foot switch on this thing. I can hold this and do whatever. So let me get this done so we get this back. I want to get it back together because tomorrow we're back on wiring when I get in here. Yeah, I have to keep the same. What is that? Blue and green.
We did a couple of upgrades.
This is 14 gauge, not 18.
And the 383 was gone. Tony and I and a few of our friends got together, and in 6 days, put a new 383 in it, a new 6-speed trans. It runs good. I mean, we've been driving this thing.
Yeah.
We put 500 miles.
All right. Looks like we're gonna make some more wire and some more connections, but let's see what happens. When I get more, I'll bring you guys back later.
This is that we took one man's broken dream and were able to piece together
another charger. Alright, so it says insert the yellow connecting purple for the passenger. Here's my purple clip. It fits right in there. Hope I can do this one-handed. Come on.
But it's unbelievably fun to romp on and looks awesome while doing so.
Come on,
And if
let's go.
You're probably doing it all wrong. Support companies that support.
No, I ain't gonna get it. Hang on. Alright, I got it popped in. And this goes 2 mounting holes. And this goes, come on, there like that. And you swing this down. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Swing this down. And it snaps and holds the rod. So you get the idea. So this one's going back in later. Alright, passenger side done and in. So now the door should be vacuumed out. Yeah. So now we'll finish up on the wiring tomorrow. I'm going to call it a night. I'm sweating like a pig in here because of the humidity on the outside. I'm not used to it, boy. Whew. So yeah.
This
So-
is what we get for beating on our brand new car. It won't run down. Maybe it's because...
So when I get more, I'll bring you guys back, which will probably be tomorrow. It's in. See it? Yeah. And so's the door handle and everything else, so the whole mechanism is all back in. So yeah.
Every single time.
So
Remember when we solved it in the drag bar episode for the car wash? Yes. We're going to do it again. Yes, right now.
so this one's done. Yep, there it is. There's your driver's door. So that's it for this evening. I'm sweating like a pig. And these guys are having fun in Colorado. And I'm going to call it a night. I got to put the drill press up and finish my beer.
As soon as he's done, he's going
But yeah, tomorrow will be wiring. So I will conclude this video tomorrow and we'll post it tomorrow. So when I get more, no, I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, and of course leaving comments. And everybody have a good evening, and we'll see you in the morning. Later. Hey tubers, it's Thursday, and I got a new toy, body cam. We're going to be playing with this for a while. Sit there and might do videos of it. But we're back on wiring today, whatever time I get out here. So doors were done last night, wiring today. Alright, when I get more, I'll bring you guys back. Maybe we'll try the body cam later. Hey tubers, this is from the body cam I got. So yeah. So next up in here, try to figure out where we're going to put this in relations, because it's going to have effect, because that goes in there and that's for the power door locks. So yeah, so that's where I was thinking. But yeah, so I can't do too much thinking and be holding the camera at the same time. Plus I just wanted to try this out. So what we're going to do, see, that needs to come there. Those face panel, face panel, face panel. There, okay. This comes in through here. These are going to have to exit through there. Let's see, lamp. We're going to have to make a tie-in into the lamps if we want them to flash when we unarm the car. And let's see, this is ground. Okay. Well, the ground is in there, and then the power, or wait, the power is here. Yeah, and that goes right there. So you got fuses here too that we have to keep an eye on. So where we place this is going to be key on everything. So so this is the yeah, I don't know. It flashes red when it's recording. So I don't know. Alright. We'll give it a stop for right now, and we'll see what happens later. Hey tubers, it's Friday. Yeah, I know. Nancy's days got switched off, so she's at work. She just left. So yeah, this last segment was recorded on this, so we'll see what this comes out. Still playing in here, trying to find a spot for this thing. Hold on, let me turn on the light. Come on. This rear window wiring. So yeah. So, and I'm assuming this lamps thing is a little, probably a little igniter wire that beep beep, you know, will blink the headlights. But I asked them, they said they wanted to plug this into the circuit. Everything is designed to go by the fuse panel, this kit, and it's going by that fuse panel, not the stock one under there. But yeah, so I emailed them yesterday, asked them, can I go anywhere in the lamp circuit with this? And they didn't answer me back. And then this is the 12-volt power. Look at how much power this thing gets. 3 power leads, and then 3 ground leads. Okay. Ground is here on the fuse panel, and power is wherever I want to put it. So eyelets are going to have to change, and I'm going to have to probably maybe get some different ones. But first we need to figure out where we're going to stick this thing, the controller. I guess you call it the controller. And I had thought something like that. You know, put the antenna down underneath and let it string out. But I'm going to cut out this one, and this one, this one, and this one. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm not real sure on that yet, but that's what we're thinking. So, oh man, ow, hit my head, hit my shoulder, hit everything. So that's what I'm thinking. Let's see. They have everything to plug in. They want you to install it right by the fuse panel because they give you really short leads on that. So yeah, I'm gonna do it where I planned on doing it. So this will be, once we get this today, tonight we'll load this one up. It's got enough junk on it, and yeah. So I'm going to get the saw. We're going to take out those 2 braces. I'm going to see if that's going to work. It's not going to damage the console at all because that console is plastic more or less now. So, all right, more in a minute.
Tires are great.
Yeah, you know it, roadkill. But yeah, just fished this through the hole I made. So that's there going to the power source. So we'll plug it in. I got holes drilled down there and we'll mount it. And then we'll divide up which wire's going where and go from there. So when I get more, I'll bring you guys back later. Oh man, that was a pain. Alright. What I did is I put the control unit down there, and it's down on with Velcro, so I can pull it back up again. Gone through here. This is the lamp one, in case he tells me that I can just need to plug it into the light circuit. Oh, come on. And then there are the connections down there, and just got a windows, and the door locks are right there, and this light, ow, this light just died, and I just hit my head. Oh, but I'm tired, and it's warm out here, and I fudged enough out here. Time to drink some more beer, and we'll watch Roadkill. All right, everybody have a good evening. I'm going to load this one up. Tomorrow we'll plug that in. We'll jump her over to the solenoids and see if they work. So, I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, and of course leaving comments. And you all have a good evening. Later.